All right, we're jumping right into it today. Check this out. I saw this about XRP and I thought it was really interesting.
Most people think XRP can't hit $10,000 because of market cap. Market cap doesn't apply to XRP the way you think. It's built for high-speed transactions, settling in 3 to 5 seconds. This means the same XRP can be reused up to 50 times per day. Moving $1 trillion daily needs just $20 billion in liquidity, not $1 trillion. Now, picture a tokenized global economy worth $1 to $2 quadrillion. If XRP handles just 10%, that's trillions in daily settlements. To support this, XRP's price must reach $10,000 or more. Here's another factor. XRP's circulating supply is limited to 53 billion tokens. For global liquidity, the price must be high enough to handle massive volumes. With institutions, CBDCs, and governments adopting XRP, demand will only grow. Here's why market cap doesn't matter. XRP's value isn't speculation. It's utility. It facilitates massive global transactions efficiently. The price must reflect this demand, not an arbitrary market cap calculation. The future is tokenized, and XRP is built for the next era of finance. Think XRP can hit $10,000? Drop XRP below.
Ripple CEO, there will be a $1 trillion crypto company. I don't doubt that for a second. I think Ripple has the opportunity, if we do things well in partnership with the overall XRP ecosystem, to be that company. Ethereum CEO says Ripple XRP is on track to become a modern rival to JP Morgan once it secures U.S. banking license. Rumors, Ripple will replace the Federal Reserve, Ripple National Trust Bank. You can no longer deny the fact that cryptocurrency, it will be adopted. It's going to replace the old, outdated financial system. We are due for a 21st century upgrade. Cryptocurrency and XRP will be the backbone of the new financial system. The reset has been confirmed. Share this with everybody that you know.
So if you don't buy into that, maybe you buy into this. Japan's finance minister backs SBI holdings, and XRP could be the biggest winner. Finance minister backing SBI and openly supporting blockchains plus stablecoins. If SBI keeps building rails on XRP, it could be the biggest winner of Japan's next financial shift. Global markets are watching this one closely. Huge. So check this out. The XRP rally in Japan, which has seen notable surge in early 2026, served as a powerful early indicator for the U.S. market. While the two regions have different regulatory landscapes, the sheer scale of Japan's institutional adoption is creating a fundamental floor for XRP global value. Here's what Japanese activity signals for U.S. investors in the broader market. The proof of real-world utility. In Japan, XRP isn't just a speculative token, it's becoming a standard for the banking system. By the early 2026, nearly 80% of Japan banks have begun integrating XRP for cross-border payments. The corporate allocation. Major Japanese firms like Gumi have announced significant XRP cash allocations, 2.5 billion yen. Shifting the narrative from meme coin to corporate treasury asset. The U.S. impact is this provides a blueprint for the U.S. institutions. As American banks watch Japan successfully lower remittance costs and settlement times, the pressure for the U.S. to adopt similar blockchains-based rails increases. Japan has led the way with clear supportive regulations, including a proposed tax reform lowering crypto gains taxes 55 to 20%. Safe haven perception. The Japanese rally suggests that capital is flowing to where the rules are clear. U.S. impact. With the SEC legal disputes largely settled as of early 2026, the U.S. market is finally in a position to catch up. The Japanese rally acts as a confidence boost, showing U.S. traders that XRP can thrive in regulated environment. Price correlation and liquidity. While local rallies can sometimes be isolated, the kimchi premium effect, XRP's deep roots in Japan via SBI Group mean that Japanese price action often leads to global liquidity shifts. If Japanese prices sustain a lead, U.S. and global exchanges typically follow to close the gap. The Japanese rally coincided with confirmed $550 billion investment from Japan into the U.S. tech energy sectors. This cross-border economic strengthening often spills over into digital assets that facilitate these very trades. So in Japan, XRP has become a recognized financial instrument. This makes Japan the most legally clear and secure environment for XRP in the world. Check this out. making a payment with XRP in Japan. That's awesome. This is what I'm going to. See how quick that settled? Hopefully we will be adopting this here in the near future. Back in 2024, Brad Garlinghouse made it clear people would want to hold yen-based stablecoins, and that global stablecoin demand was only a matter of time. Now the groundwork is done. Japan is fully prepared for XRP to operate at scale. Let's check this clip out real quick.
As compared to the United States, which has really been behind, certainly Japan and the UK and behind Switzerland. So a lot of countries are leading, and Japan has been in many ways one. That's not to say they haven't been conservative about the regulation, but I think that can be really healthy. As long as there's clear rules of the road, entrepreneurs will work within them.
So if you're imagining a stable coin in Japan, what's the time frame?
Well, I think right now Ripple in particular is focused on let's get live with the US dollar stablecoin. But I think there will be, people will want to hold yen stablecoins, and I think that's only a matter of time. And I think the regulators here in Japan, again, about a year ago, passed some legislation around that, and there's some companies going through the licensing process right now to get live.
A lot of the companies that are involved in this space in Japan are larger corporations. Is that sort of a concern, not having the smaller, innovative guys take the lead?
Well, I think what you're seeing is some of the bigger guys partnering with the smaller innovative companies. Ripple, way back in 2016, partnered with SBI, one of the largest and most successful banking conglomerates here, and really across a lot of financial services here in Japan. And that's been a really successful partnership for us and for them. So we feel like it makes sense to when you enter some of these markets to partner with some of the bigger guys. And that's true in Korea, that's true in Japan. Depending on what market you go into, we try to figure out what's the best way to enter.
Especially here in Japan, we've talked about regulation being a bit more clear, but also the government has been very active in setting those regulations. At the same time, we're headed towards a presidential election for the ruling Liberal Democratic Party. Do you have any views on the potential that this market could change?
Well, actually, while I've been here in Japan, I've met with regulators, I've met with the FSA, I've met with elected representatives, and what I've heard consistently is a desire to lean into these technologies. I think the environment here from a macro point of view has been very pro-innovation, and this helps create job growth. It helps, even getting the economy kind of jump-started. And what has been a little bit deflationary, I think some of these assets can actually be used to address that and provide some balance in how pricing across different jurisdictions occurs.
You're even encouraged as an outsider because some of these markets in Asia can tend to be very insular.
Yeah, I think historically that's been my impression. I will tell you, I have felt incredibly warm welcomes across the board. With the FSA, with elected representatives, they want to see technologies like this embraced and adopted, whether it's crypto and blockchain or AI. That's a consistent message I heard in all of my meetings over the last day or two.
Does that really contrast to what you're feeling in the U.S.?
XRP is a strong asset, guys. I know we're in the February slump right now. February is historically a weak month for XRP, but there's so much stuff lining up. This is all happening right now, and it's setting the stage for what the U.S. is going to look forward to.
Some news I did want to mention that I didn't talk about at the beginning of this about Japan declaring XRP a financial asset or financial infrastructure. Which would be completely different than any other asset out there. I do think that that's likely to happen there in Japan. We've had Yoshitaka Kitao, who is the principal of SBI, advocate for XRP and Ripple and R3 for a long time. They're a 10% owner in Ripple, 10% owner in R3. And I met them, it was last year in DC at an AI and blockchain conference. Got to talk to SBI Asia while I was there. And they definitely love XRP.
So my whole Twitter feed is pretty much all Japan bullish news. Apparently Japan's rallying. XRP is rallying over there. That excites me. It's a bit of hopium in the pipe, if you will. Now I know this is how everybody's feeling in crypto right now. Check this out. Yeah, man. We're all just holding on for dear life. No one knows what's going on. No one knows what's going to happen, man. We're just doing our best to position ourselves in the assets that we believe in. I definitely believe XRP is going to be one of the top cryptos of this bull run. We might see a day where XRP is not treated as a crypto, but it's treated as actually regulated asset. That's what we need to be looking forward to. So what's your sentiment, XRP? How you guys feeling about it? What do you think is the next wave for us right now? Are we going to rally? Is this slight rally that we've had today going to stick? And where can we see this thing go in the near future? What are your price predictions and what are your exit targets? Let me know down in the comments. It's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm a little under the weather, kind of sick. You can probably hear it in my voice, but hope you guys are doing well. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you like this sort of content, you got any sort of value out of it at all, please consider leaving me a like and a subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot. Until then, I'm going to catch you on the next one, guys. God bless.